I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin' with Toddie1Skip. Chillin' with Toddie1Skip. Hey guys, welcome back to Chillin' with Toddie1Skip. Last time I saw you guys, I had dark hair. Not anymore. And it really wasn't that long. I just let my hair grow out and let it grow a little wild. But this show is about like chilling with, and we're just gonna chill and regardless, okay? So it's been a while, and there's been a little bit of changes that we're gonna add. We're gonna try anyway. Yeah, Sister Wives, definitely gonna get into that. We're on what, season 18, first episode. There's a lot of stuff going on there. We're on season 5. I got into 90 Day Fiance. That should keep me busy into my next lifetime because there are so many 90 Day Fiance franchise things going on. So I'm into quite a bit of them. It's really pathetic, but that's okay because I'm no questions, just gonna enjoy life now. So until I get things a little better situated, I'm gonna wing it here. I keep knocking into this microphone, this spit guard. I don't know. We're gonna try things out. So right now, we're at season 5. Episode 7 is coming up, episode 7 is coming up tomorrow night. On 90 Day Fiance. What is this? The Other Way. And we have a few interesting characters that we're going to talk about there. We have we're on the second episode now of The Last Resort, 90 Day Fiance, Last Resort. Got a lot to say about that. We have Before the 90 Days and 90 Days the Other Way, right? So we have Before the 90 Days, and we're on season 6, episode 6 of, I think we're beyond that. Let me see. On Before the 90 Days, we got some really messed up characters there, though, don't we? Seriously. So, yeah, we've got a bit of a mess going on here. So we have Gino and the hell's her name with all the hair, fake hair at that. Like, that's a messed up situation, isn't it? There's so much going on here. There's a lot of drama. I don't know why I've engaged in this drama. There's things that I keep on in the background when I work, and more or less nonsense. And I think that a lot of the 90 Day Fiance stuff is kind of nonsense. I don't think that it's important, but I think that any kind of gossip or entertainment or anything that takes you away from your life and brings you into somebody else's life for entertainment purposes is a good thing. Entertainment is something that we definitely need. And I think that a lot of these shows, let me just say, are scripted, or at least they're guiding into a direction. You know what I'm saying? Set up, manipulated. I think that these people's personalities are pretty much their own. I do think that, No Head Ed, I know, like, he's all head, right? And I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy. He makes fun of himself. He's an ugly guy on the inside. I'm not talking about exterior. And Liz anymore looks like she is aged. Talk about somebody draining the life out of you. I mean, you look at Liz from a year ago or 2 years ago to today. That woman looks like a vampire. Just sucked the life right out of her. She's probably not very healthy for her child right now, this back and forth bullshit. And if it's fake, what does that say about you? I mean, if you're willing to look that stupid and that vicious and that idiotic for money, what does that say about you? Because when there are actors, proper actors, that play roles, usually the name of the character is different and it's not really the character. So I have to say that Liz and Ed, they're not a good look. And Angela, though I think Angela has a really good heart, I really do. I think the way that she puts it out there is horrible. And at her age, she should know better. You can't keep behaving poorly and say, I looked bad, or, you know. I mean, you put all this money into your exterior and your interior is still classless. I mean, you don't hold yourself as a lady, but you want to be treated as a lady, you know. But you don't carry yourself as that, you know. So um, they're at the last resort. Michael's on a stick with a monitor. You got Jovi and Zara there. I really like them. Or is it Yara? Zara? Hey, I like them as a couple. I'm interested in knowing what she's holding from him. Uh, Asuelo. Uh, I really felt for Kalani. I really felt for her when she was crying and saying, you know, you put me in this situation, because she feels so guilty. And yet she begged to not be put in the situation, and he put her there. You know, I don't even think that they're together in real life anymore. I could be wrong, but I really thought that she was with her sister living. I could be wrong. I could be confused. I He might have done you a favor, though, because seriously, he might have shown you, because if you had only stayed with him, you would have been treated the way you told him he was treating you, and the way that he treats people. He's very selfish. He doesn't think of other people. He only thinks of himself, and that is what was included as well sexually. But he was the only guy you were ever with, so he might have done you a favor by giving you that hall pass, because now you see you don't have to be treated like that. You don't deserve to be treated like that. You're a beautiful woman. You shouldn't be treated like that. And he seems to be a sex addict, and he needs help in that way, because if there is such a thing as sex addiction, he's got it. Like, and you know, that might come with how messed up he came from with his family, who I think he's living with again. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Um, who else is there? Molly and Kelly. I think Molly's cute. I really do. I think I love Molly's eyes. Molly has very intense eyes. I kind of believe what Kelly says when he says, man, when I got there, she started treating me like I, you know, worked for her, that I was an employee. And I could see that, because I could see that this is a very, very strong woman who doesn't like to give up any control and will overdo it to make that point. Where I think there's another side to her. I think she's a very complex woman. I think there's another side to her that that just says that she wants to be loved, and very simple. But I think that she has fought really, really hard to get everything she's acquired, and she's hanging on to it with hands of an octopus, yet she only has two hands. So I think that Molly is in this battle with herself. And unfortunately, I think that she controlled Kelly better when he lived in New York. And I think that her having a long distance relationship is probably the best that she can do until she learns how to trust somebody. And she might not want to. That might be the bottom line with her. She might just be like, I've had it, and so, but then, because didn't he say something about, as soon as I got here and everything was, so I think that there's things that Molly just doesn't want to. She said this. She said that I told you not to come. That's what she said, right? I told you not to come here, And he probably didn't want a long distance relationship, and she probably did. And that's what happens when you don't communicate, or you try to give in to somebody else's point of view or somebody else's ideas, and make a compromise that you're not really willing to make. And either you got to be honest and tell the person. Maybe she did tell him, I told you not to come, and I meant it. And maybe she did tell him like that, and he just didn't get it. But then, you would say, hey, listen, if you come, you're not moving in here. You want to come and you want to live down the street, we could try that. And obviously, I don't think she communicated that with him, or he's a moron and gets everything he deserves. And I don't really think that that's the case with him. Sorry about that. Who else is on that show that we gotta talk about? I was kidding. We talked about frickin' Frack, Ed and Liz. We talked about Molly and Kelly. We talked about Jovi and Yara. And I really, is it Yara or Zara? I don't remember. Anyway, I think he's insecure, Jovi. And I think his wife is, she's got some pretty strong ideas. I think she loves Jovi. But I think Jovi's got I don't understand the strip club thing, not the way he goes. Like, he goes all the time, and I think that Jovi has a problem with alcohol. I think that that's the case. I don't know how it is where he works and when he's away on the doing the drilling and such. I would think that you couldn't drink, but I'm sure that he's off certain hours, and I don't know what happens there. I think that he lucked out with this woman. This woman's absolutely gorgeous. I think Jovi's good looking. I love, he's good looking. He's got that Pete Davidson thing going on, and a lot of people are attracted to that. He's got great lips. A lot of people think that they're unattractive, but if you're into those lips, a lot of people pay to make their lips look like that. I think Jovi's really attractive. I think that he still kind of has this, he loves going to work because he loves his freedom. But he also makes enough money where that's the only way he's going to make that money is by going and leaving. But I think he does like to go and leave. And I guess he was honest with her before they married. But even when he's home, he seems to still want to party. And I understand that, you shouldn't have to be, everything about you should change when you're married, but you're a dad now too. I don't know, I really should reserve comment. I just see what I see with him in his strip club ways, and, I don't think they trust each other. That's the problem there. I don't think that they trust each other, and I don't think that they're doing a lot in helping in that, in making each other feel safe and secure, and that the relationship is going to happen for the long haul. I'd like to think so. I hope so. There's a kid involved in it, and they seem to really love each other, or they love parts about each other. There is enough to keep them building and going forward. So then we have them, we had Ed and Liz. So okay, we got Ed and Liz, Jovi, and Kelly, and Asuela, and Kalani, and Michael, and Angela. Michael, I don't know what he's doing it for anymore. He must get money because they've been together for how long now, and why is he still there? Like, I think that the show, if you want to do something, make a show with Angela Dean. You can make it just a show with her. And I think that that would be interesting enough. I don't understand, what Michael's doing. He's on a stick. There's not a lot that we see to Michael. And even the back and forth. Angela should do a show where she counsels people in only the way that Angela can. I just feel like, again, this woman just doesn't present herself very well. And I think she wants to, but I don't think she can help herself. She's so afraid of looking foolish when it comes to Michael that she doesn't really care about looking foolish when she comes to herself, because she really does look rough sometimes. And it's sad because, again, I think this woman has a really good heart, but she just is uncouth. She just doesn't seem to handle herself with any kind of dignity and respect, but she wants other people to show that to her. And but she comes in with the, you know, and that's the way she's going to be treated, and people are going to look at her like that. And I'd love to see her and Big Ed get it on, but Ed is afraid of her. Ed is just so afraid of her. But we'll see. I think Ed and Jovi, I don't know who would win that fight, because Ed's like a roly-poly, and he'd probably pick something up and be a bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? Like biting and shit. So Jovi, make sure to get your tetanus shot. So that's what's going on with that last resort. And then there's just a bunch of other stuff happening with some other shows that we'll do like a recap on. And like 90 Days the Other Way. Before the 90 Days with Amanda and Razvan, who clearly shouldn't be involved in a relationship. That was just really sad. That was just way too soon. Way too soon. And you can't really fault her because she's not thinking clearly. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that show next and kind of get into that. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, talk to me in the comments. This is all new for me here. Basically, I'm trying to stick to some sort of pattern here on this. I also have a podcast that kind of handles some more serious issues. It's called Issues with Toddie1Skip. It is a podcast, but you can also listen to it here on YouTube. And yeah. So until next time, that's it. I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin' with Toddie1Skip. Chillin' with Toddie1Skip.